and we want to start the entertainment section with a little bit of somber news. It's been at least a week since it happened now, so it's not breaking. But last time we recorded, we were talking about Arrested Development and how they have such a stellar cast from top to bottom. Well, one of those cast members was Jessica Walter. She played Lucille Bluth. Sadly, she passed away at the age of 80. Apparently, she passed away peacefully in her sleep. One of the it seems sort of weird to say one of the good things, when talking about someone passing away, but one of the good things from her passing was seeing the outpouring of love, and then seeing all these people posting compilation clips of like the best of like Lucille Bluth, and then there were people who posted other work that she did in other shows. But for me, it was Arrested Development for me, right? So seeing so many great Lucille Bluth quotes and clips. I think the one that I saw people post the most was where she said, "How much could it cost, Michael?" Oh no, how much could a banana cost? $10. That's the one people posted the most. My favorite one is I don't know if it's one I said on the show, but where Michael is like, there are a lot of lies in this family, and she says, "And a lot of love," and then he replies, "More lies." So that's my favorite one. But yeah, she was a great actress, great comedic timing. She's clearly missed in Hollywood and people that follow her career. So anything?
Yeah, nah, man, I loved her character. I might argue she might have been my favorite character on the entire show.
Yeah,
just because she was hilarious. She and then off camera, she was sweet as hell, So it's just so funny how she played such a not vile, it was funny, like her
like
character
stern
was
and
yeah. So really, it really is a somber moment. But the one thing that I said when we talked about this was that the kind of like, I guess, the silver lining, she passed away in her sleep peacefully. At 80 years old too. That's come on, 80 years old is that's a good amount of life, man.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it does make you feel your mortality a little bit. We're in our 30s. My parents, or at least my dad, is in his 70s. You're like, oof, like that's closing in there. But still, I mean, she did a lot with her life, and so we celebrate her life, and yeah, so that's Jessica Walter.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Yes. Now going on to another female character, Black Widow, right? So this is a nerd show. We talk about nerd stuff. Black Widow is the one that we've been looking forward to for a while, because 2020 was the first year of no MCU movies since 2009. So Black Widow had been pushed back from May of 2020 to another date, and then Christmas and all that stuff, and then it was May of this year.
Now it's finally June.
June.
Yeah, 9th. And I believe this is they basically said, "All right, we promise." Basically, from what they announced, we promise this is the last one. We promise we won't do it again, because they're gonna simultaneously release it in theaters and on Disney Plus.
And it's gonna
it's gonna be the premium thing though, the same thing that they've been doing with
Raya and the Last Dragon.
Yeah, and Mulan, how they released it in what's it called? Well, is Raya simultaneous? Was it released in theaters and on Disney Plus? Yes, it was. It was, because one of my friends went to go watch it in the theaters with his daughter. So I do remember it was simultaneous, but unlike HBO Max, where you only need a subscription, Disney Plus is like, nah, you gotta pay us a little bit extra money. Mickey Mouse wants his money.
Raya has done better. Part of it is probably not as much negative press as Mulan got. But I also wonder if maybe people thought, oh, we can wait this thing out and COVID will be done soon. We don't need to buy this movie. Compared to now, where people realize that, okay, COVID, we kind of nearing the end, but also maybe not. So we're not gonna wait. Let's just spend this money for it. And plus, Raya had a lot of good reviews. So it did better, which probably gives Disney the notion that, look, if worst comes to worst, people want to see an MCU movie. They'll pay for this thing, and and
I also think that WandaVision and Falcon and the Winter Soldier are kind of giving them a good idea of like, yo, people want to watch our stuff.
Yeah.
Because I think
people are pining for this stuff. Yeah. It's
and then also I don't think they want to push it even more because now the timeline might start getting messed up, you know? Because you can release these shows, that's not a big deal. But if you're not releasing these movies, it's kind of messing up the flow, right?
Yeah. Especially if there's certain things, because I don't think there's probably any connection to Black Widow, like with the TV shows, but in other movies that are supposed to be coming out, like Doctor Strange and Spider-Man and all that stuff.
2, Spider-Man 3.
I think there will be some connections to stuff that happen in TV shows, even if it's just like, you know.
Well, definitely for sure. Like, and Wanda, the character Monica Rambeau, she's gonna be in was it Doctor Strange 2? That's the one that Captain Marvel 2. I'm sorry.
Okay,
she's gotta be in Captain Marvel 2, and then I believe there's somebody else from that show that's gonna be in Doctor Strange 2. So it's just these characters will start playing. Black Widow, though, it's a prequel to the event that recently happened, so it's just that one's a little bit different. But you do know that even though it's a prequel, there's gonna be something tied up to.
Yeah, it's a release schedule thing. It's a release schedule thing, and I think, as a matter of fact. No, I'm pretty sure this is incorrect. But I was gonna say, I think that there was like a teaser to Falcon and the Winter Soldier at the end of Black Widow, but nah, that's probably not true. But yeah, they do those post-credit teasers. It doesn't make sense if it's out of order. So yeah. You know what, man? If it comes out and the pandemic is still raging, I'll do the premium thing. This would be the first movie that I'll do it for. And I'll be fine with it. I've got a.
That's funny. I was going to do the opposite. I'm probably going to go watch it in the theaters, even if the pandemic is somewhat depends. Because we have all these politicians who decided that they're like, no, we're done, and they're starting to open up. And then if all of a sudden you have a second or third wave, you know what I might do? I would go. My wife is getting the vaccine. If I have the vaccine, it's just me. I work from home. My second job is doing a podcast from different cities. So obviously I'm not around people that often as much as some people who need the vaccine. So I'm letting other people get it first. But if I might get it for Black Widow.
Yeah.
I might tell somebody.
I definitely plan to have my vaccine by that point. I think it'll be open to everybody by May, the vaccine. So I definitely plan to have it by that point. I would probably still I'd probably still do the premium thing if there's like a big surge, like a big spike again, just because we don't know whether you can still pass it on even if you've been vaccinated. You still carry and pass it on. So I wouldn't want to take that chance, even though both my parents are vaccinated. So that's a good thing. But yeah, so Black Widow, new dates, and hopefully things are good that we can both see it in theaters. Maybe even make it a ZZ Talk event. We'll see it together.
There you go. Because Disney is just holding on to a fingernail with that Black Widow release, man. They want to get it out, but they're also like, we gotta get our money.
Right,
so
exactly.
Hopefully this is it.
Yeah.